In this video, we'll go over some of the training options found under the training menu on your Forerunner 305, specifically auto pause and auto lap. In order to access the menu, just hit on the mode button here to get to your menu. Once you're here, you can hit enter to get into training, and then under training options, from there we'll take a look at auto pause. Now, auto pause is a great feature if you're running straight, you're not doing any interval training. However, your course does have street lights, crosswalks, anything that might slow you down, that might affect your overall pace. So you can use auto pause to stop the timer and stop your run distance if you're stopped or you fall below a certain pace. So you can hit enter to see the options. So you can see you have one stopped or custom pace. Typically you might want to be using stopped, so this will work once you're at a stoplight. And the other option is your auto lap. This is a good way to break up your run into segments to check your performance during your run. If you're doing 800s, mile laps, anything like that, you want to check your pace, you can use that. And again, you just go in here. You have two different triggers. You can either do it by position, which is essentially when you hit a couple of the buttons, you can hit the lap. When you hit the lap button, start and lap, which is these two here, and mark and lap. But most people will probably use the distance auto lap, and by default you'll have it set at a 1 mile. So that's pretty useful. So once you have this auto lap and auto pause set up, you can simply do simple or quick start workouts. Now, when you do the auto pause is not available during interval or advanced workout. So when you do have these two options set up, you're basically going for straight runs, and that's it. Now let's take a look at a finished workout using the auto pause and auto lap, show what it looks like on the Garmin Connect. Now here's one of our uploaded workouts to Garmin Connect. This is a 5 mile or 8 kilometer run that had auto pause and auto lap enabled. So let's scroll down here and take a look at the first thing that we'll see, which is the auto lap aspect, which is here on the left. You can see here that I've set the distance for the auto lap to be 1 mile or 1.6 kilometers. You can see the breakdown of that. And you can also notice here on the bottom right that I did have auto pause enabled, because you can see during my run, my heart rate, I had a part here that was dipped pretty low, and that was because I was stopped at a stoplight, and that allowed my heart rate to drop lower than the rest of it. So that was the indication there. But you can see here on my laps that it didn't affect that particular lap. And that's because when I did stop at the light, the timer stopped. So anyway, that's how you do it. Auto pause and auto lap on a Garmin Forerunner.